tell you, I had no idea that men like breasts. Anyway, why Cosmo? We have, as a magazine, a lot in common with the GW Medical Faculty Association. We're all obsessed by breasts. For decades, our cover photos have proven that women's breasts demand attention. But as we tell our readers, and as you well know, breasts require attention. And talking to the crowd when I came in, I realised how many people in this room have been touched, their own lives personally have been touched by breast cancer. And actually this year, for the first time, two of my closest friends were both diagnosed, and I have watched them wrestling with it.
Isn't this fabulous? Look at this. The highest rate of death from breast cancer in the country is here in our nation's capital. It's just outrageous. And the only way we can deal with that is through community outreach, and that's, of course, what we're here about today.
I have a little more hair now that I can add, right? Even 3 years out from my diagnosis and treatment, seeing this video still awakens powerful feelings in me, of fear and of sadness, but also joy that I am here today, and gratitude that my experience was easy compared to what many women go through. I am thankful for the wealth of resources that got me through breast cancer.
I must say that, these breast jokes are hard to get away from, but they can be useful. Because back in, I think it was the Reagan or first Bush administration, we were trying to, of course I was a journalist, so I wasn't supposed to care, but get mammograms covered by Medicare, which they weren't, of course. And there was so few women in Congress, and you have to understand that that's how these things have been getting done over the decades. Is women in Congress just sort of dripping them, it's like Chinese water. But it is true that saving lives, of course, is what we're all here about. It's making what these wonderful doctors do, but it's also what the availability of having the mammogram go and find cancers early so they can be treated and lives can be saved is all about. So that's what you all are all doing here, and we're incredibly grateful that you're here making that possible.
And I had a wonderful team of doctors at MFA who treated me with respect and compassion. The bottom line is that I was very lucky. I have parents in the medical profession who knew the right questions to ask. I had insurance, which paid for the costly screening methods and treatments that saved my life. I had medical professionals who understood the urgency of my situation and never once questioned the necessity of ordering tests or treatments. Sadly, not everyone has an experience like mine. I hear regularly from women who don't have insurance and struggle to pay bills. I also hear from women who cannot get timely screening or who are denied coverage for screening. My cancer was diagnosed early thanks to an MRI, and I am so glad that the Mammogram exists to give other women this gift of early detection and a chance to say, I am a survivor, like I can say standing before you today.
Note to any Hollywood directors in the audience, we really need a movie with the mammogram chase in it. But just to be a star by the driver, because obviously I had to have a little chance to sit at the wheel. He told me that beast outside was 70 miles an hour. So if anyone's got any scripts they're working on, I think we need to chase that. Will also help raise money. But the point about the mammogram is it gives so many women who might otherwise ignore their breasts the attention they need. And the mammogram is on the road for more than 200 days a year, and it's screened over 40,000 women. Let's have a hand for I just love saying that word, mammogram, mammogram.